Hey guys, um, so I wanted to do another quick video. I wanted to discuss, in my opinion, what I think are the top 5 myths associated with starting a business. So I'm gonna get right into it. And my list is not in any type of priority, but I just wanted to go over, I think some of the things, the myths and fears that I hear. Whenever somebody wants to start a business. So the first one I have is starting a business takes a lot of money. So that's something that I hear the most often from anyone thinking of starting a business. I either hear it from them as a fear that they have when it comes to starting a business, or I hear it from people surrounding the entrepreneur that would like to start a business. A lot of people who have a lot of fears and negativity associated with starting a business. So I'm here to tell you, depending on the type of business that you want to start, for example, let's say you want to start a business that requires a storefront and renting a commercial space, and you're going to have a lot of employees, then yes, it does take an investment, which you would have to raise the money or get a loan or a grant. But when it comes to starting an online business, it does not take a lot of money at all. I mean, it can be as simple as creating a free website, putting a product up, and accepting payments for it. So depending on the type of business, but if you're going to do an online business, and it definitely does not take a lot of money. So my second myth associated with starting a business is it's so hard to start a business. That's something I hear most often from people that pretty much have the fears and the doubts associated, and these negative connotations as far as starting a business. And again, I hear it most often from people who are not interested in starting a business, but they kind of want to keep the people who do want to start a business down. So these are the naysayers. So they're going to tell you, oh my God, it's so hard to start a business. It really isn't. First, you don't ever want to put hard as a perception when it comes to a goal that you want to accomplish. Starting a business is actually the easiest part. The challenging part with a business is maintaining your business and making it a successful business. So those are the aspects that are the most challenging. But starting a business, no way. That's like the easiest part of the process when it comes to creating a business you want. And especially when it comes again to online businesses, which is my field of expertise. That's something that definitely does not take a lot of time and energy to start. The more you get into your online business, dedicating to it, that's when it'll take a lot more effort on your part. But again, it's not hard. It's just something that with anything that you would like to work on, like let's say if you want to lose weight or you want to get an education, it takes work, but it's not hard at all. So the third myth or fear associated with starting a business is starting a business in this economy is a bad idea. And that is actually probably one of the fears that just bugs me the most. Because if you think about it, what is the state of the economy? I think it's really something that's dependent on you. Because the economy, this big grand concept, maybe it's bad, maybe it's good, but what is your economy? How is your economy right now, your financial state? That's what you have to focus on. There's never going to be a perfect time to start a business, ever. There's going to be something that's going to stand in your way. And the economy is something that I think those people that are not willing to take the next step to overcome their fears and doubts, I think that's just an excuse that they'll use to not start a business or not pursue their dream. So you shouldn't let this grand concept of the economy stop you from starting a business. I mean, there's always going to be, again, an obstacle in your way, especially when it's something you want, and it's really up to you to decide how you want to overcome that obstacle, and if you even want to overcome it. And so this is actually a great time, I would say the 21st century, to start an online business, because I think that's one of the most popular ways to have a successful business that does not require a lot of initial investment. You see people all the time starting businesses on YouTube, and then the next thing you know, they're big stars, and they've built a brand and business, and then eventually products and services. So, and I mean, initially they're just sharing their knowledge, through a video that doesn't take a lot of energy or a lot of investment. So don't be fooled, and don't be persuaded by these people who are persuaded, by these people that are that have this fear and doubt associated with they want to just use the economy as an excuse for not going after their dreams. And I think they do it more because they have it tied into the whole thing of businesses take a lot of money to start up. And so I think if you're gonna start an online business, then that's something that don't even concern yourself with the state of the economy. Just go ahead and do it. So the fourth myth or fear associated with starting a business that I have down is you have to spend money to make money. I think this is something that this is a saying that I think a lot of people, it's very people are familiar with, and a lot of people know this saying. So initially, yes, if you're gonna start a business that requires a storefront, an actual location, a commercial space, employees, then yes, you will need an initial investment. And that's why I say starting an online business is the easiest form of starting a business. If you're going to start an online business, then no. For your initial setup, you do not have to spend money. You can start it up free. You can start a free website. You can just take pictures of products and put them up to sell. Where this saying applies is when it's time for you to upgrade your business. Okay, you will eventually have to invest in your business. When you see that your online business is and I'll give you an example. Let's say when I first started blogging, I started with a free website. I just put posts up, I monetized it, and then I just felt like it was time for me to upgrade. So what I did was I paid for self-hosting and my own domain through WordPress. So I have another blog through WordPress. Invested in using higher quality images. I invested in a better webcam. So that's when you're at the point where, and you'll know when that point is, when you're starting to feel like things are aligning in your way to make your business more successful, when things are going your way, that's when it's time to start upgrading what you currently have. So that may mean upgrading to a more professional layout, maybe paying someone, investing money in someone to create a better website for you, investing in the tools and the resources that are going to help take your business to the next level. So that's at the point where you want to invest money. Once you start feeling the success and the abundance flowing easily to you. I always tell people who want to start businesses, online businesses, first timers, when it comes to starting a business, I always tell them, you don't want to invest initially. You want to start free, because you want to test the waters and get your feet wet with businesses first, with an online business first, because you want to see if it's for you, if it's something that you're interested in. I share my story on my blog and my website as far as like who I am and what I've done. I've had 1,000,001 businesses online, and I mean, I've tried so many things. I've sold things on Craigslist. I've sold things on eBay. I've sold things for other companies like Avon. So I've done it. I've sold my own products online, and I don't want to say these were mistakes, but what I learned was, if I had never done those things, I would have never learned what I know now, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. It's better to start out free, because you want to take the time to work on your craft, and then that's over time you're going to notice whether that business that you started is for you in the first place. If it's something you're interested in, if it's something you want to continue with. And that's why I say, like, if you invest in the beginning and you put all this money into this business, and then 3 months, 4 months, a year down the road, you're just like, oh my God, this sucks. I am not passionate about this at all. Then that's money down the drain, you know. So I always recommend people to start out free in the beginning. So you have to spend money to make money. I don't think it applies for online businesses initially when you're first starting out. It does apply when you're looking to upgrade. And finally, the last tip or the last myth and fear associated with starting a business is the market is so saturated already. I hear that so often. You want to start, I mean, maybe you have the best recipe for a chocolate chip cookie, and there's 1,000,001 people out there that have recipes for chocolate chip cookies, and they have bakeries and they sell cookies online and whatever. And so you're going to hear people, especially the people that are negative, they're going to try to tell you, oh my God, but the market is so saturated already. There's 1,000,001 people doing the same thing that you're doing. Yeah, you know what? There may be 1,000,001 people that are trying to sell the same product or trying to push the same service out there. But guess what? You're your own person and you're unique. And so whatever you have to sell and whatever you have to put out there, you're going to do it in your own unique way. And that's why it's important to just be you, be genuine, lead your business with integrity. Whatever you have to provide is something that you're providing to the world in your own unique way, you know. And I know maybe you don't think, even if it's like a chocolate chip cookie recipe, maybe you think, okay, well, how is this different? How is this unique? It's unique because you're the one doing it and there's nobody else like you in this world. So don't get caught up in that whole, you know, everyone else is doing it, so why am I going to do it? How am I going to be successful in what everybody else is doing? Trust me when I tell you, there are people out there that are thinking the same thing and they're not doing anything, and, you know, they're just sitting around with regret, thinking, you know, wishing that they would have done it, or, you know, they're fighting with that, like, nagging feeling inside to create something. And you don't want to be like that. You want to create what you need to create, what the urge is for you to create. And it doesn't matter if there's 1,000,000 people, you know, selling the same thing or same product or service. You know, there's people making money and there's money to be made. And so if you have something of value to offer it no matter what, and you're gonna have your own unique spin on it. So just put what you have to offer out there and see what happens. So those are my top 5 myths associated with starting a business. I hope I provided some value, and hopefully this information is useful to you. And, you know, I think these are some initial fears that people have when they want to start a business, and I really hope that this video served to kind of dispel a lot of those fears and doubts. So anyway, guys, please check my website out. I'll leave the link below, and come on over. I have a lot of other tips to share and a lot of other goodies to share with you guys, and I will be seeing you guys soon in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.